Hey, gorgeous soul, welcome to your weekly astrology. Sorry I'm not on camera. My darling wife of 8 days is self-isolating downstairs because she has cold symptoms. So we're keeping apart. So I'm going to slip this under her door and you get a voice one from me. Now, I want to talk to you all about these extreme world events that we're going through now. As you're probably aware, if you're into astrology, that astrologers have been predicting this for some time because of the huge Saturn and Pluto conjunction. We are going through a radical shift. And now with Aquarius in Saturn, we are all changing our view of what is important, of what matters to us. And hopefully, fingers crossed, the positive that's coming out of this is that we're moving to a time where community matters, lives matter, people matter, the earth matters, and all of those other superficial things don't matter so much because we're seeing with our own eyes, you know, the delicate balance of it all. You know, in positive news, there's been a massive shift in pollution over China. The waterways are going back. The earth is healing herself through this crisis. But it is very traumatic. And for a lot of you with anxiety, you know, this is seriously triggering. I appreciate that. Me too. But together, if we join forces with kindness and compassion, and actually, if we listen to the rules that nobody wants to listen to the rules, but on this occasion we have to. Self-isolate, do not travel. You know, it's so easily spread, even with no symptoms. So we all have to be on it. And the more we're on it, the more we self-isolate, the more we keep away from other people, the quicker this will be over. But I promise you this, when we come through this, yes, it will be a different world, but it will be a world with deeper values, with a deeper heart, with deeper love for humanity, and our eyes are wide open. Anyway, I send you so much love through all of this. I'm going to be doing some live YouTube, live Facebook. I'm going to be doing readings. I want to do free courses. I want to put a load of free content out there and be there to connect with you remotely so that we can all have a chat, we can all cheer each other up, we can all learn something while we're self-isolating. Anyway, sending love again. Here's your weekly astrology. Leo, my darling, lion, fearless one, generosity of spirit, and deep, deep soul. These times are hard for you because you like to be in control. You like to know, you know, what's going on in the world, how you can boss it and be the boss of it, and how you can actually give back to other people, and how you could be you out there in the world. So for you, it might be quite difficult to suddenly have the rug pulled out from under you, as we say in the UK. It's like, wow, where am I? Who am I? So you might find yourself sort of thinking about things. Now, there's a very intense energy at the beginning of the week, which is full on. And I think we're going to hear some very dramatic news in the world in general, as we have Mars and Pluto. Mars is the planet of action and war, and Pluto is the planet of transformation, life, death, and rebirth. And they're joining forces. So they're causing drama. And we don't even need any more drama, but it's like explosive energy. And you're very much focused on your health and well-being. If you've been doing anything that's really bad for you or not good for you, you know, now is the time to transform it. You're given an opportunity to transform your patterns, your lifestyle, your habits. And obviously, many of these things feel enforced upon us, and no one likes that. But actually, ultimately, it will be for your benefit, fingers crossed. Now, there's a new moon, ironically, in your travel and adventure zone. But a new moon is all about the new. It's about change. It's about seeing things differently. So, you know, obviously none of us can be traveling at the moment, but you will have the opportunity to find adventure and travel in your mind in new ways. You'll be hooking up with people, maybe online, hopefully online and not going out, but you'll be connecting with ideas, information, and interesting and unusual people that really sort of spark your interest and make you feel alive and make you feel awake and sort of bring peace to this feeling of not being in control. There's a deep healing going on at the moment, and I think maybe after this you'll think about traveling. You'll think about maybe even living abroad. You'll think about doing something very differently to what you've done before. If you've been stuck in a rut, it's like you're going to go, no, I want an adventure. I want to experience new things. I want to see new horizons. Obviously, We can't do that now, but it may be sort of stirring your soul to come up with a plan that makes your life very different to how it is now. Venus is trine Jupiter as well. Many people have had terrible news around career and jobs, but there should be a silver lining and something good coming to you at the end of the week, even if it's an idea, a conversation, or a way of seeing things differently, or someone offering you something, or telling you it's not as bad as it was, or there being a change in your circumstance. There is light at the end of the tunnel. With Venus and the moon trine Pluto, positive changes coming your way. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. If you want to check out your written monthly, weekly, yearly astrology, pop over to my website, michelleknight.com. I'm not doing readings at the moment, but I do have a company of some of the best psychics and astrologers in the world. I've had the company for 20 years. I handpick them and they are fabulous. So I'm going to start to show you, starting now, their little videos on here.
I'm Martha. I work clairvoyantly and mediumistically. Well, over the telephone, it is different to reading in person. Like my clairaudience and clairsentience, it is heightened. I usually will ask you what you'd like to focus on. Part of the foundation of the way I work, the more focus, the more clarity you get. My priority is to connect to your truth and through that to help you and guide you to be the best version of yourself you can be and have the best life that you can have. My personal opinion in a reading is completely irrelevant. What you're left with after a reading is more the interpretation of what's been said. It's very important, and I work in that foundation to make it sure that you understand the information and the guidance that's given to you before the reading's closed. If they leave the reading seeing just 10% of the magic that I see in them, then I feel I've done my job as a psychic.